Hi, welcome to Unjumbled with Josh. So on a previous episode, we talked about how the basics of a mortgage works, but there were still plenty of big words that still needed to be explained. So I think unjumbling the finer details of interest rates is a good next step. All right, interest rates. Interest rates are important to understand for lots of parts of life, not just for real estate and mortgages. Credit cards, car loans, and savings accounts all use interest rates. When you borrow money, you have to pay interest. When you put money into a savings account, you get to earn interest. So there are two parts of an interest rate. The rate, which is given as a percentage, and that's what you'll hear about the most, but also how often you pay that interest rate. So that rate, given as a percentage, is how much you have to pay a lender to borrow the money. So let's say you go to the bank and you want to borrow, let's say, $200. And let's say the interest rate is 2.5%. So 2.5% of $200 is $5. So I have $5 here. Don't think I want to use these, as these are my collectibles. But anyways, the next question you have to ask is how often you have to pay that rate. Most banks charge interest annually, so you would have to pay that $5 once per year to borrow the $200. Other lenders, such as money marts or even some credit cards, apply that interest rate every month, which really builds up quickly. The interest rate on a mortgage is very important when buying a house, and it is one of the two factors that influence how much your monthly payments will be. The other being the total amount that you're borrowing. So nowadays, you may hear people talk about very low interest rates, especially from older people, because they remember, I think it's the late 70s, early 80s, when interest rates were above 15%. So 2%, which is a pretty common interest rate currently, is comparatively almost nothing. A low interest rate means that you have to pay less to borrow money. So I hope you have a basic understanding of how interest rates work, because they will impact your life. Thanks for listening to Unjumbled with Josh.